Hello guys, and welcome back to making pressure creatures in 3D. Today I am making Chainsmoker. Subscribe and enjoy. First you start out with a reference, and it's always good to go look up like what creature you're doing, what character you're doing, and get the base shapes. It's always good to do that. And this is what I'm doing right here. I'm getting kind of like a base shape where, okay, this guy looks like a circle. Let's start with a circle, sculpt him a little bit with the simple way, and then later actually go in and sculpt in the little tiny details. Also, if you're doing a specific character, then it's good to go and look what like on Wikipedia or look him up or in the like just lore and story. Like here, he's actually based off of a blobfish. Not only I've been told by you guys in the comments, which thank you so much for commenting that, but also in the Wikipedia, he's a blobfish. Also, I don't know why, but these creatures are just getting uglier and uglier.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Right now, I'm just kind of getting the base shape for the nose because I actually struggled a lot with it. I've never really modeled a nose before, and I never really wanted to, but you know what? I am here now, so why not? It went through a lot of iterations, but the final, I really do like it, and it's extremely similar to the one that you see in game. So tell me, how did I do on his nose job? Now I'm actually stretching out the body here because of course I wanted to match what it would look like in 3D, and I wanted to match it with the blobfish, but it was kind of surprisingly hard because I can't really make fat stuff, but I definitely gave it a good try. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And it was more of a back and forth thing. I've also realized that it has like I have a tail, like a big giant tail. Fun fact, kind of, but also a sad fact. Blobfish aren't supposed to be up here at all, even close to the surface. They're deep sea creatures and they're very used to being in high pressure environments. But when they're brought up here, they look like this. They die instantly. And they actually look completely fine underwater. Feel free to tell me more about it in the comments. I'm very much interested in like why they look like this and stuff like that. Also, I know, you completely crushed the like button last time, and I appreciate it like a whole bunch. So I set you a different challenge. How about this? Not 2,000 likes, not 20 likes, 5,000 likes. How about that? 5,000 likes. Can you guys get to that, and then I'll continue the series even more? A very good way to like block out the mesh like I'm doing is put a subdivision modifier on a simple blockout mesh, and then it makes everything curved, smooth, and everything like that. And later you can do, what I'm doing now is sculpting, and it just makes the model not only look more presentable and give you better geometry, it can also be better for high detailed models too. It's also good at making very organic looking models. Even though this guy has some chub inside of him, I kind of still wanted to show his bones and the wear and tear that this guy's been through because he's trapped in this facility that he hates. So during sculpting, I really wanted to get the idea of what he's been through during his time in the facility. Here I'm just adding the fins. They're very simple, just a plane that I'm stretching out and adding subdivisions onto to give more curves and stuff like that. The interesting thing about CHAINSMOKER is that if you notice, he has chain in his name, you know? I wonder why. Well, let's listen to the audio. I don't know if you guys heard it, it's kind of hard to hear, but there were chains in the audio of his movement. A lot of you guys suggested that chains could be wrapped around him, and I love the idea. So I created it. I'm thinking as a lore standpoint, my own theory is that he creates this toxic smoke coming out of his mouth that freaks people out, maybe giving them panic attacks or something like that. And in turn had to be chained up for some apparent reason, and now that's why he can't move as quickly as the other ones can. What is your theory? What I just made was a very quick way of making a chain in Blender. A very easy way to make a chain. Pretty much I made this chain. It's just an object, right? And it's just an object, and I can control the lengths by here, so I keep on adding them, control the size, all that stuff, and it's just this simple chain right here. Now, because I want it to turn, and move and, you know, be all dynamic, I actually can put a curve modifier here, then make a curve object, make it curve to this curve right here, and then now wherever this curve goes, it changes the chain. It dynamically changes the chain, and I can change the lengths and the size. Now, if I click on the curve, look, it changes the curve or the chain dynamically. This can go anywhere. This is a great way. I can even add to the curve even more so that it'll turn like that. So now automatically does that. Just as simple as that. Really, really good way to make a chain. Really, really simple way of making a chain. Right here you can see me naming everything because you gotta be organized, and also you can see me wrapping the chain around the creature. I'm just wrapping this one curve or this little line around the creature, and then wherever that line is, the chain's going to go. And that's pretty much it. I really wanted to wrap CHAINSMOKER with a bunch of chains just to show kind of how much of a struggle it is to move for him, and maybe even really show the pain that he's going through, because he doesn't want to be in this facility anymore. None of the creatures are. With the chains, it's very much of a back and forth, like always. You actually you have to do minor adjustments, then kind of go forward, then minor adjustments, go back, go forward, back and forth. It's struggle, but that's okay. You can see here I'm actually adding separate chains on the side that he's broken out with, so he's free from his shackles pretty much. Also, I apologize if it's too fast for you guys right here. This section is just very long. It took forever to just wrap these chains around realistically and properly, but I'm trying to talk a lot more, so it's not so fast. Okay, so here comes the reason why that this video has been taking me not only like longer than expected, but oh my god, holy Jesus, guys, the challenge that I faced during this is absolutely absurd. Right here, you can see me making smoke. And I made 2D smoke at first, just to kind of get a feeling, and I wanted to kind of see what it would look like, and, you know, maybe if I don't have to do a whole smoke simulation, which I did, by the way, I did the entire smoke simulation, but, like, I looked at the 2D version just to see, like, is this better than the smoke simulation right now, or is it worse? It did not go well, okay? I would hope it would just be easy because I can, you know, just slap a couple cigarettes in his mouth and then just make him smoke a pack. But no, I have to actually add smoke in his mouth, my god. Anyways, yeah, so this whole 2D smoke situation here did not work out, and for the rest of the time, I had to figure out real-time smoke simulations, which were really fun, really great, and super quick. I am lying. You can actually see here that I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to work on the smoke right now. I'm just going to go and work on the textures. Because I was like, I'll do it later. I'll just do it later. I used the same base textures for the last two creatures I made, which you should go watch here. They're very good videos. But I wanted to show the green and the oldness of this creature. He's probably like, I don't know, he's a ginormous blobfish, so he's probably around 100 plus years old. He's living down here, you know, suffering pretty much. He's been through a lot. And I want to show that through his skin, his wear and tear. Also, later during the video, I will make his flesh more reflective, which makes it look very gooey, because if you look on the blobfish on the left, you can see that it's very like yucky, gooey, and like shiny and sweaty. It's very gross. You can see here that I'm starting to go back to the smoke, and it's not in the final because the 2D smoke did not work out, so I'll just skip it real quick. Boop. Okay, so here I'm working on the chain texture, which I wanted to show the old rust, that this has probably been here for years and years, and these chains are very old. In the original blobfish references I have, there's like these fin-like stuff, and I wanted to add my own like kind of cool fins to it, so I actually just took an image off of the internet I found on Envato actually, and it was a high quality like fin texture, and I just thought that would work out, and I did some recoloring, and it just looks really cool. It gets this kind of new shiny look to it, and I like it a lot. I was struggling with the shading because I accidentally had two fins in one in the exact same place, and it was like clipping into each other, which is not good at all, and you need to make sure that you don't have things clipping into your object when you're making something. One of the parts I struggled with the most, because I haven't really added lips to anybody before, was the lips. I struggled with the lips. So you see here, I'm masking out where I want the lips to be, and then later I'm going to color those, but it was quite challenging to get all like the mask properly, and it looked super low quality, and I really didn't like it. So later I just actually make a mesh around his lips, and that's it. Simple as that. It's funny because like right now I'm literally doing his makeup. Here is after, and you can literally see I'm just taking a square and I'm going to move it around his lips to make his, lip, to make it more pronounced, and I just color it differently. It might not be the best choice or best, answer. I don't really know. If you guys have any better ideas, then please do tell me, but sometimes simpler is better. Thank you all so much for watching. I am going to now go to the beauty shots. In 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. This is how the final render looked out. I got smoke simulations, I got the lighting, I got all the cool little effects. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'm going to put out a poll very soon to continue this if it reaches 5,000 likes. Anywho, I will see you guys later, and peace out!